Good morning, dear students. Welcome to today's computer class. In the previous classes, we have studied about smart internet. So do you remember? Before exam, we studied about smart internet. And in this chapter, smart internet, we covered the topics like what is internet, what are the features of internet, and I also given one assignment about features of internet, right? I asked you to write 12 points in detail. I have a name list of those who have sent. I appreciate those students also. They will get marks in the exam. Okay. Then we studied about blogs. What is meant by blogging? Okay. How to write a blog? How does the structure of the blog? Then we compared the blogs with a website. Do you remember? Yes. Okay. And after blogs, we studied about cloud computing. We studied about cloud computing, advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing, and also we studied about types of cloud computing. Then we studied about cyber security. What are all the threats we face with the cyber security and how to avoid it, how to get rid of the threats using cyber security. All these things we covered, and the next concept in this chapter, it's called artificial intelligence. Okay, but this artificial intelligence, this portion we are eliminating from this chapter. So I'm not going to teach that because we are eliminating and no need to study from your end. For exam also you will get questions up to cyber security only. Got it? Well, so smart internet 8 chapter, it's over. Clear? Okay. So what we are going to do for chapter 8 notes, I will send probably on this Friday. Meanwhile, I'm going to start with the next chapter. So the next chapter, name it your favorite, apps, developing apps. So chapter 7 is developing apps. This is the next chapter we are going to study now. Got it? Let's go to the lesson. So the chapter name is developing apps. So what is mean by apps? First you should know. So you know what is mean by apps, right? So what is the full form of apps? Of course, it's application software. Apps means it's called application software is in short called as apps in smartphones. If you are using it in our computer, we use it as an application software, but in mobile phones, we have to call it as apps. So what is the purpose of apps? The apps are created for a particular user or group of users. For users, not a particular user. It is created for users to use it. There are different types of apps. You know different types of apps, right? So there are different n number of apps in a smartphone. So the apps are created for the users to use it. And sometimes these apps are created to support other application softwares, to other apps, applications. So in both way it is useful. Maybe for the users, it supports the users or it helps the users or it supports the other application programs. Both way it is useful. So apps are nothing but application software. It's a software program. It is designed by the human being only, designed by human being. Using different languages it is created. Got it? Computer languages it is designed. Then there are three types of apps. The apps has three types. What are they? The first one is called native apps. First one is called native apps. The second one, it's called web apps. It's called web apps. The third one is called mixture of both, native and web, which is called as hybrid app. It's called hybrid apps. So what are the three types of apps in smartphone? Loudly say native apps, web apps, hybrid apps. These are the three different types of apps in smartphone. We are going to discuss in detail about all the three apps today. Only simple concept I am going to explain. Clear? Okay. So the first one, it's called native app. So what is mean by native app? So from the name itself, you can understand native, right? So what is mean by native? Native means what is my native place? What is your native place? So my native place is Tamil Nadu. So you say my place is here in Kannur or Thrissur or anything. So wherever you are, you support your native, right? Will you give up your native if anybody is talking something less than about your native? No, you never give up. Your native, it's yours. Am I right? So similarly, native apps, they are designed for a particular operating system. Okay. So if it's a smartphone, what are all the operating systems you know? Especially the first one, Android, iOS, Bada, Windows Symbian, right? So there are many operating systems are there. BlackBerry, these are all operating systems for mobile phones. So these native apps, they are designed only for that particular operating system. They support only that particular operating system. They do not work on another operating system. Clear? So say for example, if there is an app created for an Android phone, the same app cannot be used in iOS. If there is an app created in a BlackBerry phone for BlackBerry, which cannot be used in Bada or Windows phone. So this native app, it works only on that particular operating system. So what does that mean? So the app is designed only for Android operating system. The app is only designed for BlackBerry. The app is designed only for iOS. So only for particular operating system, the app is designed. So those type of apps are called native apps. Those types of apps are called native apps. Is it clear? Okay. So if it's a native apps, there should be pros and cons, right? So what are the advantages and disadvantages I mean? So what are the advantages? So when it is a native app, it works on the particular operating system. So the speed, it's going to be, of course, good speed. You can access in a high speed. Okay. And this native apps, they can have their own icons. They create their own icons. So whenever you need, you can just click on it and you can use, double click on it and you can use it. That is native app. There is no need of net connection. Okay. So the app is designed, so you have it in your mobile phone. Okay. So you can use it whenever you need. Got it? Once it is downloaded and you have keep it in your system, you can use it. Fine. And if you take cons, disadvantages, what you can say? It is not a, we cannot run this native apps in another operating system. That's the biggest disadvantage. And those who are writing programs for native apps, it's a tedious job for them because the same app, they want to use it in different mobile phones. So every phone, the coding structure will differ. So they have to put extra effort to write the coding, right? So that is a drawback. Okay, and the second drawback, it cannot run on another operating system. Okay, and if there is any update, okay, you have to update the software, so which takes a storage space on your device. So these are all the disadvantages of native apps. And this native apps, they are written with the help of the language called Python, C, C++, Java. Using these languages, they are writing this native apps. Is it clear for everyone? That's good. So what is meant by native app? Native apps are apps which are designed only for a particular operating system. Okay, they cannot run on a different operating system. That is the main thing. And advantages and disadvantages. So the first advantage, so since it is designed only for the particular operating system, its performance is too good. Its performance is too good. Okay. Then second thing, which has its own logo. Okay. They are creating their icons. And if you take disadvantages, it cannot run on different operating systems. Then it is designed by the programmer, but he has to put extra effort to write coding for different operating systems for the same app. Okay, time consuming, also it is cost effective. And if there is any update on the software, on the app, they have to manually do it and update in each and every app. So if you take, these are all the things comes under disadvantages. Clear? That's good. Now, next one, web apps. So what is meant by web apps? Web in the sense using internet, using browser, right? So these are the apps, okay, just the opposite of native apps is web apps. Okay, it is not like a separate icon or nothing. It works on any browser. It works on any browser, and you need net connection for the same. You need a net connection for the same, and especially this app works only for particular operating system. But here you can use the same web app in different operating system, that doesn't matter. Clear? Okay, you can use it in different operating systems. So that is the main different advantages here. So did you understand the difference between native app and web app? Here it will work on any browser. Okay, you can run the app in any operating system of smartphone. It will work. So it is easy for the programmer to coding, write the codings. No need to write different codings for different operating systems. Clear? Okay. Then advantages and disadvantages. From what is meant by web app, you can just list out advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Advantages, it runs on any type of platform, I mean operating system. Then any browser it supports. Okay. You need net connection. All these things you can come up with. And if you take a disadvantages, so it is works on internet, right? So you have need a browser. So the browsers differ from one browser. The functionality of browsers differ from one to another. Okay, so one browser have some functionality or a working behavior, another browser may not have. So with the different browsers, the functionality differs on a web application. Some features may work, some features may not work in different browsers. Okay. Then second thing, you need net connection. Without the net connection, you cannot run this web apps. Okay, that is another main drawback of web apps. Net connection is required. And the speed comparatively, if you compare the speed of web apps with the native apps, this is lesser. Because it works on the net connection, it depends upon the speed on your internet connection also. Clear? Okay. So this is all about web app, and this is designed with the coding languages like HTML5, CSS, JavaScript. All these languages are used to write this web apps. Clear? That's good. So shall I repeat one more time? Native apps and web apps. Native apps, it is designed only for a particular platform, I mean operating system. Once it is designed for a particular operating system, it will be useful only for that operating system. It won't be useful for other system. It won't run. But here, web apps, once the app is designed, we can run the app in any operating system. Any platform we can run it. Okay, in any platform we can run this. And here, so this is platform dependent, and here this is platform independent. Clear? Then second thing, which has its own icon. They are designing the icon. It has icon. Here it's not like that. No icons. Okay. It's a app. You can just run it on any browser. You have to click on the icon and use this native app. But here you can use any browser. You can use any browser. Any browser. Okay. Then here this is written with the languages. The codings are written with the languages called Java, C, C++, Python, which goes on, which is written with the help of these languages. And web apps, they are written with the help of what languages? Scripting languages. HTML, 5, CSS, JavaScript, etc. Scripting languages they are using. Is it clear for everyone? That's good. So this is all about native app and web app, and we studied about the difference between, not the difference also we studied, also we studied advantages and disadvantages of native app and web apps. Is it clear? That's good. So here comes the third app, which is called hybrid app. Which is called hybrid app. So as I said, which is a mixture of native app and web app. Okay, native app and web app, which has the most capability of web app, but which looks like a wrap up with a native app. Wrap up as with native app. So that is called hybrid app. Clear? So as I said, hybrid, which are wrap up like a native app, but it also a web app. Even without the net connection, we can use it. It looks like a native app, but the features are like a web app. Okay, and the different coding languages are also used to design a hybrid app. Okay, so they are called Objective C, Swift, Iconic, HTML5, and other coding languages are used to design hybrid apps. So you should understand what is meant by hybrid app is, which looks like a native app, okay, but it is a combination of web app and native app. Okay, so both the technologies are used in hybrid app, and it can work even offline like a native app. That's what I said. It looks like a native app. We can work even offline with this app, hybrid app. Fine. Okay, students. So these are the three types of apps. I hope it is clear for all the students. Am I right? So all of you read the same from your text. On Friday, we will see more concepts about different apps. Okay, these are the basic three types of apps, and also there are many apps are there. We will discuss the same on Friday. Got it? Fine. Well, students, so stay home, stay safe, have a great day.